welcome back. It is good to be back after a week off. We are back. Welcome, friends and family, to another episode of Twisted Transitions. I am your host, DJ JayBook. Of course, you know that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here right now. All right, so we've got a lot to talk about and stuff today because I've got 2 weeks worth of info and stuff to pass on to you guys. So I want to welcome everybody in. If you could just do me a quick solid, let me know in the chat that you can hear me okay. I see Romeo Great looks like he has our first comment today. Appreciate you stopping through, bro. If you guys could just let me know in the chat that you can hear me great so that when I start this, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about what's taking place. Also, first thing I actually want to talk about while you guys are doing that is that I am slightly under the weather today, slightly. Since my son has been helping me, he may have given me a little bit of this sickness thing that's going around. I don't know. I just started feeling a little off today. And I've got 3 events starting tomorrow, so that should be fun. So hopefully, this is nothing to worry about. I've been drinking my hot tea, and I've been taking some throat lozenges just to make sure that I am good, just to kind of give a, just a precaution and stuff to it. So let's see. Romeo Gray, what do you mean not the vid? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, not that. He better not have had that because I've been great without that, trust me. All right, so let's jump into it since you guys can hear me, and we'll let everybody else come in as I begin here, but I do want to give you guys an opportunity after I'm done to ask any questions that you may have, and I want to be able to go over everything as we had a chance. I mean, if we have a chance. So last week and the week before, since then I've had a total of 3 weddings. Golly, I can't even go back 2 weeks. I know last week I had a barn wedding on Saturday, and then I had a wedding at the Cotton Press. Now, the Cotton Press is a place that you guys have seen multiple times, but let me show you a couple of things. I think I was at the Cotton Press before that, too. I think what happened was I was at the Cotton Press, and then I worked the barn, and then I did the Cotton Press again. So it was kind of a lot of brides and stuff like that location. So I was met 2 weeks ago right at the entrance of the Cotton Press by this guy. So for those who know what that is, this freaks me out completely. This is a black snake, and it was right at the entrance, and I had to get out of my truck and take a picture of it because I almost crapped my pants. I really did. I almost did. I mean, I saw one of my biggest fears is snakes, heights and snakes. Those 2 things kill me. But I've been on a plane and stuff before, but it doesn't bother me as much. Roller coasters, they're not my favorite, but I can do them. But snakes, I just can't do it at all. Can't touch, can't see, can't watch it move, can't do any of that stuff. So this is what greeted me upon driving in here. Now, when they went over and double checked it and stuff, when I first got there, they said that this one was dead. It doesn't look like it was run over. So either it just died because it didn't eat, or it just, I don't know. I don't know why snakes die. I don't like to say that, that's one of the animals or reptiles that I think that should die all the time, but I wouldn't be mad and stuff if it got ran over. Just saying. Not my favorite thing. But anyway, so once we got in there, we jumped in, and this is what it looked like here. So this is the overhead view from the stairs. You can see I was set up in the middle. I requested at this location, if I could, to be set up in that middle, because a lot of people, if you see this bottom left set of tables and stuff here, a lot of people like to set me up over there, and it just, I don't know, it just feels like it's off. It feels like it's off. So I recommend that, that brides give me that center stage and stuff there. It just kind of makes the room center around you, which is decent, and you don't block that kitchenware. At least my setup doesn't. It doesn't block that kitchen door. That door that's open right there leads directly to where to do the food, and then to the right above the box that has me in it right there, that's where the couple is usually introduced in. So that's how that's set up and everything looked, and it went over pretty well. I think this next one is the setup also. Let's see. Oh, this is what it looked like outside at the ceremony. It was pretty nice. It was definitely a nice day. Didn't have a whole lot of people in the ceremony and stuff like that, but everybody was in attendance. You see, there's only a few missing chairs there, so that's always good. And then here's my setup and stuff all lit up. I think that's the one I use for Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you definitely want to do so. You get way more behind the scenes stuff there if you would like to check that out. So yeah, this one went over pretty well. Not a whole lot to say about it. The only thing that threw that particular event off there was the fact that there was a cigar bar outside, and I believe that the majority of the guests were all smokers and stuff. It was a nice cigar area, but it was outside. It felt great outside, and I could not gain any traction with the crowd. I mean, I tried. When I did have them in, we did well, but it wasn't long before they went back outside. So I don't know if I'll make anything out of it. I don't know. I may put like compilation stuff in there. Who knows? I have no idea, but that was the setup and everything there. So this is right here. This is me setting up for this week. So as you can see, I've got the uplights and stuff being charged because I have a full fledged of events this weekend here, starting with I believe we're doing like a Halloween traffic circle, something for kids where people bring their kids and they drive around, get candy. I'm playing music. That starts it off. And then we have a wedding on Saturday. Both of them not too far away. Two familiar locations, two locations I've been before. So you'll see those on there if you follow IG. And let's see. I've got my Cold Sparks going out this weekend. I've got Uplights twice this weekend. I've got a Halloween wedding on Sunday. Let me know in the chat if anybody who has done a Halloween wedding. I've never done one, to say the least. This will be my first one. But I thought it was pretty interesting. I've already talked to the couple. Actually, last night I talked to them. And it's what I expected. It's nothing is the norm. Everything's different, and the music is geared towards as much Halloween stuff as I can possibly fit in there. Which it's great for a wedding to give you some stuff, just in case you have to do like a kids function or something like that, where you can't play all the Halloween music that you want. They give you some ideas. Like I got some great ideas that I'm going to play for tomorrow's event. So good things can happen and stuff from some of these events, but it was interesting to have that. I also want to tell you guys that I had a company reach out. X5 reached out to me, and they provided me with their microphone wireless setup. Now, however, you don't have to use these for microphones. I actually got these last week, and I took them to my wedding this past weekend, and you can actually use these for left and right audio. Once charged, I haven't seen what the battery life on these are, but it's not a brand new product. It's a product that's been out for quite some time. But upon using them, I mean, It works great. It's just like an XLR. And what I plan on doing is trying to use it for. I'm trying to use it to put an additional speaker. Like I want to take my Maui 5 Go and I want to put it, kind of far away and see if the connector still connects to what I'm playing on my system over there. So I'm going to be testing them out for long range. And then hopefully I can put out a video just giving a full honest review on them. And put that right behind the Wolf mix that you guys keep asking me about. So yeah, that's what my plans are for that. I just wanted to show you that did come in. So that is an item that I will be trying to use, and I'll let you know how it works on next week's show. Just to see how much range it has on him, because if I can be inside or be someplace else, and this guy be where the Maui 5 Go is, remember that's battery powered. I could talk to that thing anywhere. I could tell people outside to come inside. I mean, it would be beneficial to mobile DJs. So I'm definitely going to check it out. I believe the retail on those is like $159 or $199 for one set of those. So you need you need a pair of them in order to be able to do stereo sound. And if you get one, it's just mono sound on there. So, but I'm going to be testing it out to see what I can get out of it. So I wanted to show you guys that. Next on the list, I saw somebody in the comments asked, would I be wearing a costume? So here's my costume. Can you tell what it is? I'm sure you can, but yeah, I can. I will be Jam Master Jay for my costume and stuff this year for that wedding. Is it a coincidence that my name is Jay and using Jam Master Jay? Just playing words. You know what? That was a stupid joke. But yeah, here I've got the chain. I've got the Run DMC shirt, the Adidas pants, of course, the shell toe shoes. In that box up there is glasses, and I already have the Kango hat that I will be rocking and stuff as well. So that's what I plan on using for the Halloween wedding. Everything just came in. I think the shoes just came in on Monday. So I haven't even tried them on. I hope they fit and stuff. I haven't wore a pair of shell-toe Adidas in quite some time, but I'm sure they still fit like a glove. Hopefully. Let me stop for a second and check on the chat here. Well, I think that answers your question there, Mr. Henry there. Hey, what's good, DJ JayBook? What's up, DJ Reese? What's happening? DJ Elbow. Interesting name, how you spelled it there. Guitar Center sells the individual transmitter receiver if you want an extra. Cool. They also have them on Amazon. So I want to be able to give a link on those if they actually work. I'm not going to recommend them if they suck, but that's why I want to use them this weekend to see, because if they do well, I'm definitely going to recommend them and give you a link to it via Amazon, just in case your local music store does not have it. So just in case Guitar Center doesn't have it. Chris Huskinson, please do a gig log of the Halloween wedding. I'm going to do so. Now, Chris, let me just tell you that upon talking to the bride and groom, their guests may not be the most dancey crowd, so to say, but we're going to try some stuff to try to get them out. So it may be kind of spotty. Normally I show you guys on my gig logs, my transitions and stuff like that, how I transition into another song. This one just may be when they actually do dance. Who knows? Like I said, they said that they don't have really a full dancey crowd, but if you give people alcohol, you're definitely saying that there's a chance. So we're going to see what happens when we do that. So I will keep you posted on that. Let's see here. What else do we have in the chat? Let me take that off. DJ Elbow, I ran them up high on the Bose S1 100 feet away. Well, I'm hoping to get the same type of sound and stuff from that. Hopefully we get the same results. So we shall see. We shall see. Stay tuned for that. And before I keep going, let me just say this before I keep going. All right, this is the last time that this show will be on this YouTube channel. Because I got Twitch fixed. Now that Twitch is fixed and I can broadcast to Twitch, I'm gonna move this show to Twitch and to Twisted Transitions. So down in the link below, there is a link for Twisted Transitions. If you would like to see the show next week, it is going to be on Twisted Transitions and on my DJ JayBook Twitch feed. So definitely check those out. Make sure you do a follow on that and turn on the notification bell. That channel is only for this podcast. So nothing else will be on there other than this podcast. And then on Twitch, I want it to be some of these, and hopefully when the season slows down a little bit, I'll be able to throw some mixes and stuff on there. But this live stream has been fantastic. It's just that it is killing my channel. It is literally slaughtering my channel. So I've got to move it, guys. I have got to move it. So next week will be the first week that is only on Twisted Transitions and over on my Twitch page under DJ JayBook. So please hit the links and everything down below and join the Twisted Transition page, because that's where we'll be next week. And I'll say that again before we go off the air and stuff here today. Okay, so let's go back here and talk about a couple things. So this Saturday's wedding is supposed to be a majority rock-ish wedding. So it's kind of different every night. It's like a Halloween for kids, a rock wedding with uplights, and then a Halloween wedding where you can wear costumes and stuff. And it's so interesting to have those three back to back to back. It's going to be a rough weekend too, because these things it's kind of like a down and back. Like, to me, the venues are about 30 minutes apart. So I have to go there, come back, go there, come back. And it's really close. And like I said, I have Cole Sparks going to downtown Columbia to be able to do a send-off. So I'm kind of stretched out as far as equipment. The only thing I could probably offer right now is probably some TVs. So it is pretty thin equipment wise. And then we enter the month of November, and November is just I'm going to call this November the big boy November, because almost every function people want a lot of stuff. So it's not like my basic setup. It's more like I want like half of what you have. Like, give me photo booth, give me this, give me that, give me sparks, give me, it's crazy. So there'll be a lot of moving parts and stuff to come with next month, but I'm ready for it. I mean, let's bring it on. Let's see what happens, because this is what I've been waiting for. So lastly, what I want to talk about is from DJ Idea Sharing. So let's look at this. And of course, I love you guys' feedback here, but pretty much it's saying a wireless ceremony solution. Okay, going to start by saying not a $2,500 DJ. We get it. Most of my gigs are 125 people or less. Okay, I have $1,000 high-end lapel system and couple Line 6 wireless set, but I hate using them. Battery packs on the belt, line power receiver, extra time, etc. So I tried the Rode system, and holy crap, it was great for me. So now this is the same system that I use. If you notice, when I do the ends of my video, I have these little Rode packs on me. My question to you is, would you put this on a bride and groom or an officiant? I can't see doing that, because these boxes and stuff stand out. I mean, it's like, let's take this cap right here. So it's like having this on the, can you guys see that? Good. All right. It's like having this on the officiant or having this on the groom, because, I mean, you can't hide this thing. I mean, like, if you try to put it inside here, all that's covering the microphone is going to get muffled. If you try to put a windscreen over it, it muffles the sound. Trust me, because I know. I've tried all of these. So basically, to get the best service from it, it's either dead centered or right here on the edge. That's why you guys always see that box on me. I just can't see using this for a ceremony. I just can't, because it looks like just another thing that's in the way. At least with the lapel, you've got a lapel that runs like a string down and over. So even if you saw it, it would almost blend in with the tie or whatever jacket, especially if they have on a black jacket for the tux. It just blends in. But would you guys use this setup here at any of your weddings, let alone some of your better weddings? That is the question for you guys right there. So I was just wondering, I saw that and it kind of made me scratch my head a little bit, because I just can't see myself doing that. I can't see. That's like using a GoPro instead of a regular camera. I just feel like that's not it. That's not how we get the job done. That's not how we give you guys quality content. It's tough, even though I may have to go back to some GoPro feeds and stuff coming up here, because I've been requested that. I also have some drone feeds to show you guys that went really well. So we'll be doing that stuff as well too. So yeah, that's my question and stuff for you guys. And that's pretty much all I have to update you guys on. So I just wanted to get on here and just kind of give you guys what we have been up to, what's happening. It has been crazy busy as of late. The whole month of October has been nuts. So I am ready to get into the latter part of this month, and then let's go ahead and start off with the big boy November, because I'm looking forward to that. And then of course Christmas gigs will be coming after that. I've got 2 Christmas parties and 2 weddings and 2 rentals in December. So it's still busy. So anyway, needless to say, that's everything that, I'll try to catch you guys up within the first 30 minutes here. So I actually finished a little bit early. Kudos to me. All right. So now we turn it over to you guys. You guys let me know any questions that you may have, and we can answer those the best of my ability. Let me know any concerns. Let me know what you thought about the latest gig log. I thought that last gig log, that was one of my better ones, man. That bride and her crew, they were just on it. If you haven't seen that latest gig log, you should make sure you check that one out, because it is a banger. This next one is not as much of a banger, but it had some different music that I'm not accustomed to playing on there. I think it has some Bollywood and stuff in it. And then the one after that is a huge banger, where it also rained, which I got some pretty funny clips that I put in there. So I definitely want you guys to check that out. All right, let's check the chat and stuff here. Let's see who all's in here. If anybody has any questions, let's see what's happening. Kid Cupid, shaking my head, no alert again. Well, Kid Cupid, I'm glad you're here. Make sure you hit the link and stuff down below for Twisted Transitionz page, because I'm taking the show over to there. It will not be on this channel next week. So make sure that you follow Twisted Transitionz, that you're ready for that. It'll be Twisted Transitionz and on my Twitch JayBook page. So make sure you are following that if you're not already. What happened last week, Jay? Missed you. Yeah, I had a lot going on last week, bro. A lot was happening, man. My old lady's birthday and stuff was last week. I had to go ahead and miss the show so I can handle that and make sure her day was special. And then just gig stuff came up, so I just ran out of time. I didn't have enough time to do it. Let's see, DJ Reese. I use Omni lapels from Shure, and they pick up almost bride and groom and efficient with mounted on the efficient. Wow. And you said this is what company? This is Omni? I'm gonna have to look them up. That's pretty good. I mean, my Audio Technicas do pick up pretty well, both the bride and the groom, except for if they're soft spoken. If they talk like this, it sucks. But for the most part, you can hear the men and you can hear the efficient very well, whether it's man or woman. So I have to look up Omni though, because if it'll pick up everybody, that's pretty cool. Kid Cupid, I saw and commented, nice gig log. Oh, appreciate it, Kid Cupid. Appreciate that. I'm also going to catch up on the comments, man. It's not that I'm ignoring you guys. It's just that the comments come in and come in and come in, and I just don't. Again, not a lot of time this month, guys. Sorry, I don't know how else to explain it. Just not a lot of time. I usually mount the lapels on the groom and the efficient. Yeah, let me show you guys so you can see it. I usually mount the lapels on the groom and the efficient, and found that I had to mute the groom due to how they were positioned. Wow. So there is an issue with how they're positioned up at the altar. That may not be too good in most situations, because I'm trying to think. Most of my couples, they do about the same thing. Nobody does anything unorthodox up there. So if they're going to be close together or close to the efficient, yeah, it's okay. I may have to rethink it, but I'll look those up still. Sure, Omni here. Take a look at these guys. This is what he's talking about here. The Shure omnidirectional lives. And Chris Huskinson says the Omni is a pickup pattern for the microphone. Cool. All right. Any other questions that you guys may have? This is the time to be able to ask them. Even since I haven't been answering the questions and stuff in my comments of the video, this is the time to ask them if you would like to ask them. Oh, man, you have to excuse me. I'm going to pop in another throat lozenge just to make sure that I'm good. And take a sip of tea. Okay. Let's see what else do we have on here. Oh, also next month I will be doing a giveaway. I meant to bring it in here. Doggone it. I meant to bring it in here. I'll be doing a giveaway for I can't even remember what the name of the mixer is. I got a mixer and stuff that I just finished a review and stuff of. And capture some video, so I'm gonna give that. I can't believe I can't remember the name of that. It'll come to me. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway and stuff in November. Hopefully, if everything goes correctly, we'll be able to get that out to one lucky person. I feel like I've done everything on this channel that I can possibly ever do, but I haven't done not one giveaway, and I've been on here for about 7-8 years, maybe. So I need to do a giveaway. So I'm going to do a giveaway finally. I'm going to figure out a great way to do it, great way to pick a winner so that it is completely and totally, utterly fair to everyone. All right, what else we got here? Mr. Denzel Coates, what's going on, man? Favorite song to spin right now? Okay, maybe I should do a new music update, because I've been adding some music and stuff here and there, some stuff that I like. Believe it or not, the Nicki Super Freaky has been going over well with my crowds. Lizzo still going over well. A lot of the 90s stuff has been going over well. And I'm also bringing back, what is it? Is it Eurythmetics or something like that? I can't remember the name of the group, but it's the, oh man, I can't remember the name of the song. Anyway, it's like EURI something, RY. It's Eurythmetics or something like that, but they have a song that has been going over really well. What else am I having fun spinning right now? I don't know. That's about it. A lot of this other stuff is kind of some repetitive stuff that I use. But yeah, I like playing incorporating some of the new ones and stuff like that. Some of the latest and greatest. And then I like incorporating, since right now the thing to do is to take an old song and revamp it. I kind of like to do my blends from the old to the new, or sometimes from the new to the old. It just depends. But yeah, I kind of like that to do that and stuff right now, because it looks like that's the way music is going a little bit. I haven't even been able to play Beyonce's "Cuff It" yet, and I for some reason that song will not get out of my head. Like that song, like it literally has, every time I've been trying to think of music, it has been the first thing that comes up in my head when I think of a song. It's crazy. I don't know why it's just stuck there. Maybe because social media has been using it for damn near everything. So anyway, but yeah, Denzel, that's what I've been spending and stuff here lately. All right, Kid Cupid, we got Jay. Did you get an assistant on setting up? Wait a minute? Did you get assistance on setting up Honeybook? I find myself wanting to make my workflow more convenient and flow better. Tired of doing manual labor. No, I did not. When I first put together my business and everything, now you have to remember I came from a background that didn't have anything to do with website design, Honeybook. I know Rick Webb had mentioned Honeybook and stuff before, so I looked into it and I liked a lot of the features. So I actually set everything up myself. And now I'm not going to lie to you, it was not easy. It took me about 2 weeks to set it up, just because I'm not familiar with it. That's not my wheelhouse. But once I figured out what it was doing and stuff like that, I kept wanting to tweak it because I'm a perfectionist. So after 2 weeks, finally got it to where I wanted it to, and since then it has just been automated. Everything's just been automated. So I would suggest you doing it. And if you know somebody else who's computer savvy to be able to do it, they actually have a course for you if you would like for them to do it as well. So I mean, if you want to use the Honeybook link, please feel free to do so. It gives you half off. They've continuously given me that link to give to you guys, and I would take advantage because it's half off for the whole year. So yeah, check any of my last videos. I think I have it down in the comments or description of this video as well, for the Honeybook link, if you guys would like to check it out and get half off. Also, all the music library links that has been given to me, I give those to y'all too, to get the 25% off, and I think it's 15% off Crate Connect and 25 off BPM Supreme, which BPM Supreme just updated their website. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Ultimate Entertainment, using omnidirectional lives, you open your gains up on the external mixer to pick up everyone and turn your channel volume down. Plus, okay, yeah, I'll leave that up so everybody can see that. Showtime ENT 404, what's happening, man? Appreciate you stopping through. Thank you so much for that. Kid Cupid, primarily speaking on follow-up to service inquiries. Yeah. Those all can be, those all could be automated. Yeah, that's exactly what has happened. DJ Elbow, Sweet Dream. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the song. That's it. Sweet Dreams. I have loved to mix that in, and I don't, I let it play through the first verse, and then when it starts doing that, ooh, I kind of jump back to the beginning, and then I'll mix something else in. I'll do like, oh gosh, I can't remember what the last thing I did. I did something Lizzo to pull into that because it just matched the beat pattern. So it was great. Also using, Bringing Back Lose Yourself by Eminem. I have a acapella in of that. And for some reason that song has been getting people like super, super hype. I guess it's just the nostalgic part of it, but people get like super hype. And then when I have it the way it says, when he says overblow, like the beat comes in, and that's all of the song that I have. I just have, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, and all the way to overblow. Then You Better Lose Yourself chorus. Right after that, it just goes into just an instrumental after that for probably about 25 seconds, and then I drop like something like Paper Planes behind it, and it just flows right into it. It's like perfect. I mean, you guys will see it on not next week's video, but the video after that. You'll see how I blended that, but it comes in really good. Really like those tracks though. Sweet Dreams is a great track that that I've been playing. DJ Casanova, what's happening? Henry, everybody knows it. Yeah, that's exactly. This is it, guys. Right here, Henry has it right here. This is exactly the name of the song and the group. That's perfect. That's exactly what it is. DJ Reese, Ultimate Entertainment. Yep, you're on point. Okay. All right. Kid Cupid has a question here. Don't forget, put a question down in the comments and stuff, guys, so I make sure I try to get everybody's questions and stuff in. I don't want to overlook anybody here. So Kid Cupid has a question. He said, what's been your biggest seller that helps close the deals with customers? Do you use your videos or pics more? I used your Honeybook link last year. Thanks. All right. So this is what I've been having some issues and stuff trying to figure out. I've tested a few things when it comes to closing. What I've had to learn, and this is what I'm coming to grips with. When I first started booking couples, I would book almost scared. Like I don't want to say scared, but when I sent something out, I was almost like cringing to see whether or not they would like the price, like what I have and stuff on it, what I have to offer. I had no faith in my talent, even though I knew that I was a talented person who should be warranted, who warranted the numbers that I was putting out. Once I saw that people were fine with paying that, it gave me the confidence to be able to offer that without hesitation. Now, your question to me is, how do you close people? Well, it doesn't hurt that I have YouTube because people want to see you in action, especially if they've heard about you or if they've gone to your website or if they found you on Google. It's one thing to have reviews. It's one thing for people to tell about that. But when they see that price, they want to know, what are they getting? So videos have done more than pictures do, because pictures can be brought from the internet. A lot of pictures that I have, which I'm going to change, I'd probably say about 50% of the pictures that I used on Honeybook are not from weddings that I've done. They are literally, I asked a few photographers for some pictures that I can use, and that's how I created those, and that's how you can create them. Talk to your vendors, especially videographers and stuff like that. So when you go to my website, a videographer created that video, and I asked him, how much would it cost for me to be able to get that video, and I could take it and chop it up the way I want it to, because of course I edit videos. And he said, it's yours. Sometimes you get that green light, and that's what I did with that. So every time you go to any one of my platforms, you're going to see something that has some type of video. Even if it's quick, like, I talk about uplights. I talk about co-sparks. I talk about monograms. I talk about photo booths. I talk about all these things because people don't necessarily know, even though we know the terms, people don't necessarily know what any of these terms mean. So in order to educate them and to get them hyped about it, they need to first understand what it is, and second, see it in action. If you give them that within a 30-second format, maybe even shorter, maybe even 20-second format, you're golden. You're golden. They'll either pick or choose it right then and there. The only thing that you have to worry about then is, if you're within fair market value for other stuff. So that's how I get over that. Visual, and as much video as you could possibly provide. So something along those lines. Good question, though, Kid Cupid. Good question. Keep the questions coming and stuff, guys. I can answer these things for quite some time. I've got a lot of answers when it comes to trial and error and stuff that I've done, stuff that I've used. Um, DJ Namick 215, Philly's finest. What's happening? What's up, man? DJ ML, thanks for the stream. I'm doing my first wedding show this Sunday as a solo op. Any advice? Yes. Get as many numbers as you can. Keep your presentation short and filter through the names and numbers after the show. But get as many numbers as you can and keep that presentation short. Nobody wants to stand there for 20 minutes and you're missing 3 potential brides go by because you've been standing with one bride for 20 minutes who may book with you. Keep it short. Show a brochure if you can. Have some pictures of what you've already done. Also, it doesn't hurt when you can show, like maybe you should do like a printout, but just like put bullet points and stuff on there of every location that you've DJ'd at. For some reason at bridal shows, when you put that you've DJ'd in a familiar place that a bride is going to pick for their venue, you tend to kind of get more traction with that bride. So if you can, put the locations that you have DJ'd in, especially if you've DJ'd in a lot of them. Like me, there's probably not a venue here that I haven't DJ'd in. So when a bride says, yeah, we're going to have our wedding here, it's like, oh, I've been there several times. They're good, this, that, and the other, especially if you know somebody's name that they've already talked to. It's fantastic. So that's my advice to you. Keep it short, sweet, simple. Get name, location, and date of service, and then move on. All right, Isaac Ray. I think that's how you say it. Yep, Isaac Ray. Have the G44s been worth it compared to the Evolve 50s or 2 tops in a sub? I cannot say enough about these G44s, and every time you guys ask me, I'm going to say the same thing. Those G44s are almost unmatched. You'll be hard pressed to find somebody who will put another set of speakers over those speakers. Those G44s are golden. There is nothing. I haven't found one problem with those speakers. I would use those things 10 times over. I really, really, really would. I just can't say enough good things about them. I would pick them over a lot of speakers. Let's just say that. A lot of speakers. And you could see other DJs who have them are using them more often than they're using their JBLs, their QSCs. You can see that. There's a reason for that. They are excellent. And now they have a white pair. Oh, man. If I had that white pair. Ooh. Things I can do. All right, on to the next one. How do you obtain information on the fair market value of your area as a DJ? You put fillers out there. You shop the competition. You could have mom, sister, brother, somebody contact a few of your competitors, and you can see for the service that you're offering, you see how much they charge for it, and because you're just getting a general consensus and there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, you're doing that to try to figure out whether or not you are right in line with anybody, if you're competitive, if you're overpriced, if you're underpriced. You know, you don't want to be selling a service for $125 when you were supposed to get $350 or $400 for it. So that's how you shop it. You just shop. You have somebody else shop it for you, because you don't have to. You can create your own email and stuff. I mean, these are all tips, stuff I've heard over the years. I've heard people create their own email address, and it's under like some woman's name, and that's how they shop the competition. They send it over and they request more information, so you have to have an email address ready, because nobody's going to give you price off the top of the head. I mean, unless they're just bold. There are some companies that are like that. They're just bold. So they give you some stuff right off the top of the head. So, I mean, that would be me. I don't care, because it's like I offer so much and stuff. Majority of the DJ companies and people offer just as much as I do. The one thing that I have over them is video. And so I know that that puts me in the lead when it comes to who you're choosing. You know, somebody you've seen stuff or somebody you've heard stuff. So that's my main thing. I hope that answers your question, Romeo. All right, DJ Reese, how do you do your monograms? Do you use a projector or moving heads? Which do you prefer? Pros and cons. How do you upsell this, and where do you get your designs? Okay, this can all be answered in just a few short things here. So first of all, I'll take it piece by piece. How do you do your monograms? I get them from Projectogram. Projectogram, I've been with them for like 3 years and stuff now, and you can be with them as well. Projectogram is great because they offer you a link that you can send to your couples that doesn't have the price on them, and then you can have your service based on that. So let me give you an example. If you're charging $200 for a monogram and stuff, the couple, when you send them the link to go pick out an image, it doesn't have the pricing under there. So they just know that the monogram's $200. They've picked it and everything. And Projectogram creates it and sends you 4 files. They'll send you an extra large, a medium, and a small, and sometimes an extra small file back to you within like usually about 3 to 4 days. And you just pay for the price. Now, usually it's like $25 if you pay for it. Like each monogram is not each image, but each monogram. So if you have one client, they send you 5 files, and that's $25 for that. So, as far as upselling, I usually don't have to upsell monogram. It's usually within a package, and usually the second and third package that I have comes with a monogram. So I usually don't have to upsell it. I don't like to do a la carte stuff because a la carte stuff means that you're going to start nickel and diming me. So if you get my second package or my high-end package, it's going to come with a monogram. And then all I do is say, hey, this package includes a monogram. And some of my brides say, I don't really want a monogram. Does that change the price? Well, no, it's still a package deal whether you get it or you don't. And they understand that. So I think I answered all of them. A projector. I use a projector. I use an Epson projector. The video that I have coming out next week, pay attention to that one. That one has a monogram, and I believe I talk about the projectogram, and all that in it. So it does have an Epson projector. I just upgraded the projector this year because I just wanted one that you could put off to the side, and it makes it look like the image is straight, so it does a good job of keying on the projector to give you a straighter image and a brighter image. So take a look at that video that comes out this week. It'll give you some more answers for that. But I hope that answers your question, sir. All right, next up, RP_A. Started very recently from being a hobbyist to booking small gigs. More weddings yet. First, this coming January, you inspire me. Oh, okay. Hey, look, anytime I get that kind of compliment on here, this is why I do stuff like this show. I don't do it for publicity. I don't do it for any of that stuff. I do it because I wish I would have had something like this when I was starting out. There's so many answers that other DJs have, and there was no platform during that time to give those answers. So that's one of the reasons why I love stuff like this show, stuff like the gig logs, stuff like social media, because you guys get to see and I get to talk about all the stuff that I used to have to always say in my head, like, oh God, I should have had this or I should have done this, but I'm only talking to myself. So now I have a platform to be able to say those things out loud and hopefully find other like minds that do the same thing I do. That's why I love it. All right, DJ Romeo, great. The Maui SD 990 at double the price. Whoa, I hadn't even seen those. Are those array speakers or those the totem speakers? I would love to know which one those are. What's your number one way of getting leads? You're not going to want to hear this. It's word of mouth. It is word of mouth. I look on my Honeybook all the time, and the number, it keeps track of, because it asks, like when somebody's looking you up on Honeybook, it asks, how did you hear about us? And it can say stuff like vendors, return client, client referral, Google, Instagram. It says all that stuff. And my number one is word of mouth, where it comes from a vendor, like a photographer or a coordinator, or a repeat client. Somebody's told their friend, or I've been DJing there and they've asked the couple for my information. It's word of mouth. It is word of mouth is my biggest one, and repeat clients. So, I mean, it's really tough to warrant paying people like the Knot when your calendar and stuff is getting full off of word of mouth. It's hard for me to want to pay $1,000 to somebody for advertising when your calendar's getting full and you're getting better prices and you're having fun in what you do. It's just tough for me to be able to pay that. So, getting in good with some of your vendors and stuff like that, it just, let's just say it can't hurt. It can't hurt, especially if they love your work, because sometimes those vendors are getting married too. And guess who they'll use? You. All right, Kid Cupid, I've gotten companies. They haven't sent me fillers. I kind of knew they were just checking my price. Oh, tip: if you expect it, always raise your rate. Well, you just got to stay within the known realm of, this whole DJ thing. Don't make it so crazy that nobody's going to grab you. Don't make it so low that everybody wants you. You've got to find just that nice sweet spot. And right now I'm kind of in one of those sweet spots to where I'm not overly high, but you can't just, like, I'm not going to just come out there for nothing. I'm just kind of in that nice spot, and it's dope to be there. And I look forward to adjusting, as the times adjust. But hey, man, if the grocery store can upcharge for a can of beans, a can of tomatoes and cream of soup, and the price of meat can go up $3, why can't we? I'm just saying, why can't we? Grocery stores charging more for you to eat daily. We're charging more for a service. And if you don't believe me, this month, try to shop any band that's in your area, and then in January, shop them again. I bet you'll get two different prices. All right. Who we got next? Chris Huskinson. Why do you use the Wash FX and not the movers that often? Okay, good question. So, Chris, I'm always evolving in my head. In my head, I'm always evolving. You'll see me use the Wash FX when a client has not picked my second package, which includes uplights. I say that because let me go back to this image here. Hold on. Let me go back to it here. Not here. Here. Okay. So this image that you guys see up here right now, this image is what I would call my basic package. This is what you would get if you were to just get me, DJ lights, because I have to have some type of lights. Okay. Now, when I do uplights in a room, the uplights and stuff, I have both uplighting. So the uplights in the room are going to take care of this whole wash effects thing. I've noticed that having the uplights and having the washers kind of eliminate each other. So you'll see on some upcoming video, and this is why I started learning this. you'll see on some upcoming video where every time that I'm going to sell uplighting, like this Saturday, they have an uplighting package. I'm not going to use these wash effects. I'm going to use the moving heads because they kind of kick each other out. I mean, if I'm washing the dance floor, all the uplights are not going to be seen right there. They're just not. But you can see the uplights more if I'm just using moving heads that are moving, here and there. So I think that's why you see me, because a lot of people are getting more of this basic package. This is basic right here. This is easy to set up. It takes 35 minutes to set that up, and it takes about 35 to 40 minutes to take that down. So that's a basic setup. That's in and out. Of course, with my helper, my son, he kills it. He is killing it and stuff these days. So hope that answers that question. All right, let's see. What type of mount do you use for the projector for the monograms? Do you use a camera tripod stand, speaker stand? No. And again, the video that comes out next week will show you all this, but I use a gravity stand and I cannot remember if it's a Colorado Sound and Light mount that goes on to the projector, or if it's a projectogram mount. It may be projectogram, but it'll show on that video for next week. And then the gravity stand is a adjustable pole, just one pole, and it goes down to a flat plate and stuff at the bottom, and it's got 3 different areas for you to pick and choose which one you want to screw the pole and stuff into. So that's how I mount it. I mount the projector on top of that. I can raise it up, to where I need it, and things of the sort. But yeah, so it's just on that stand, and it's screwed in pretty good. And like I said, I'll go over all that in that video. You'll be able to see that. Good question. Kid Cupid, facts. I tried to Yelp AD boosting, and it did nothing for my business. Spent $600, $700 bucks in a month. They told you 100. Oh yeah, see. Can you give us a demo of your Honeybook brochure on live one of these weeks? Man, don't know where to start. I don't know about that. I don't know if I could do that. I would be more pressed to tell you than to try to navigate through Honeybook live on here. I mean, maybe I could. I don't know. I don't know. That would be up in the air, Cupid. I mean, I honestly don't know. I don't know. I've never thought about doing that. One thing that I am excited to be able to tell you that I want to do on here, so many of you guys ask me for my playlist. I have found a way to broadcast my playlist and stuff, but I could probably only do it on here. So maybe when I start the show, I'll bring up my playlist so you guys can see it, but I finally know how I can put it on screen so you guys can see the playlist. I don't know what this is going to do for you, but I mean, I guess you want to see it for some reason. It's got to be for some reason. I don't know, because I'm not going to know where I got all the music from. I'm not going to have a clue. I get a little bit from everywhere. So I hope that's not what you guys are going to ask, because I honestly can't tell you. I have no idea. But we'll see. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try to pull it up and work on it and get it here. Lots of content and stuff still coming your way. Lots of videos and stuff have been filmed, have been put out. It's a lot happening, guys. A lot. I'm trying my best to get it out, but I swear to you, sometimes there's just not enough time in the day. Tomorrow's one of those days. As soon as I leave here tomorrow, I won't be back until like 10 o'clock at night. Like it's just one of those months. It's just crazy. So while I got you guys and stuff in the room, before we get out of here, I want to make sure, I know I've said this already twice, but I just want to make sure, the links down in the comments below are all to my Twisted Transition page. It has all the links for all my discounts and everything for different music pools and for Honeybook. Please make sure you check those out. Twisted Transitions page, you're going to want to click on that and follow that, because next week's video is going to be live on Twisted Transitions. and you can also view it on Twitch. Those are the two places that you're going to be able to see next week's show. So please make sure you follow Twisted Transitions, because you're going to be wondering why the show is not on this channel next week. And I plan on having the show next week, but it's going to be fully to Twisted Transitions page and Twitch under DJ JayBook. So make sure that you are following those. Here is the Twitch link and everything right here. Like I said, it should be down below as well. And I still have my mixes and everything on Mixcloud. If you guys want to check those out, if you want some musical inspiration, I need to go in there and make another one. And then if you have not followed me yet on IG, you need to do so, because I've got some great ideas for some reels, and some reels are about to come out. Trust you me. So that's what's happening and everything with me. I'll answer one more question before we get out of here. You guys have been all over it tonight. I really appreciate you guys coming through and stuff tonight here. So let's see. Kid Cupid book. We desperate. We need that brochure. Now, I remember Bard did his pack instructions years ago, but just good info, not to copy. I got you. I feel you. DJ G5, dang, I missed it. Hope I catch you next week. Got off work late. I know you dropped some. I think I did drop some jewels. You'll have to come back and watch the repeat of this. But G5, I hope that you are already subscribed to Twisted Transitions, because this is the last episode on my regular YouTube page. We're going to be on Twitch, and we're going to be on Twisted Transitions starting next week. So make sure you go follow that and everything. All right, guys. Well, I really, 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 really appreciate you guys checking out the channel, checking out the videos, coming back week after week. I know I messed up. Well, I didn't mess up, but I know I missed last week. But hopefully we should be in a good rhythm after this. This is my last crazy busy week of the year, hopefully, unless somebody else calls me. But so hopefully that is the case. But we'll be back next week, 7 p.m. EST. And I hope you guys watch some great football and stuff tonight. It's been great talking to y'all. We will see you all next week. And make sure that in this life, you are living to strive, not to survive. Peace, my people. See you next time.